Welcome back, everybody, to the channel, as this is a Tyler Keller podcast extra for you guys. As well, I will be talking about stuff I'm going to do for my Universe mode in TKW also. It's going to change up for pay-per-views and everything, but let's get straight into the big news. New Japan, Ring of Honor, G1 SuperCard, and MSG WrestleMania weekend. The night before WrestleMania. It probably should have been on a Friday because I'm not going to lie, with WrestleMania weekend and everything, TakeOver is so good that people will be watching that, but people will have to watch that too. It's going to be an MSG. It's going to be good, and they're going to be very successful with this. It's big. It's big for them, and that better show WWE. I was like, dang, these people can go to MSG, and they can sell it out, and I think they will. I really think they will. I'm glad for them. I'm happy for them, man. They deserve it. They really do deserve it. Next story of topic is just going to be a quick thing. This ain't just going to be WWE related, like I said. Diaco Murray, he's had a pretty good career. He was in Dallas for 3-4 years. In a year with Philly, then went to the Titans for like 2 years. He's played 10 years, I think, or something, but he's been an overall good player. He actually retired today, so 30 years old. And I think the one thing I get away from this is running backs don't last as long as wide receivers and other positions. So everyone might be watching, not trying to play, running back nowadays. It's what Jalen Hurd did. That's the only reason he didn't stay at Tennessee. He went to Baylor for that reason. Most of that reason only. And probably the coaching staff too, because Butch Jones sucks. Jimmy Butler of the Minnesota Timberwolves, shooting guard. Very good player. He declined a 4-year and $110 million offer from him, because he's basically probably going to get the max or somewhat close to the max of 5 years or of another team. Who knows? But he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid more than $110 million. That's for sure. He's a smart man. The Rock's 16-year-old daughter. The Rock was on Good Morning America and was talking about her daughter, Snowmi. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. But saying that she actually wants to follow her dad's footsteps and be a wrestler. So that's good for her. And I'm sure The Rock would want her to have her own name and not be, oh, that's a Rock's daughter right there, isn't it? I feel like he would want her to do the same path that he did and successful just like that. But hey, congrats to her. If she wants to do that, I hope she has a lot of passion for it. I feel like I could, but I honestly, with what I do with TKW, I feel like commentator would be my thing and everything. And yes, I am supporting the Braun Strowman shirt today. Maria Kanellis, she has been getting training more and close to wanting to get back in the ring and actually wrestle. She did have a kid with Mike and everything, so Maria wants to get back in the ring, and why not? I mean, you have the likes of Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Well, Tamina's had something surgery, but you have her. You have the likes of them in the ring. I'm sure Maria could probably do better than most of them and everything. So, an all women's event might be coming up in the future for the women, and a lot of speculation is it's because of Ronda Rousey and how big of a name Ronda is, and that might be it. I think that is most of the reason, but I think the women deserve this. They don't have to do it every year. They don't. They can just do it, out of the blue. Maybe every year and a half or 2 years. Don't matter. But they might be doing an all women's event. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would, for the women, yes, but I don't know. I don't know how it'll work out and everything. So, all right, I'm going to go to my TKW stuff quickly, and then I've got 3 topics to talk about. I just want to do my TKW, show you what my schedule is going to be for WWE 2K19 for my Universe mode. So, if you don't like hearing me talk about Universe mode ever, on the podcast, I get it. But just skip through it to the parts I'm not, and all that. I'm sure I'll only talk about it for like 2 minutes at best. Okay. So with 18, I'm actually I'm about to do Survivor Series here Tuesday, and today is Friday. I'm going to do 8 weeks of build for the Royal Rumble. I'm trying that out, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this. Royal Rumble, and then I'll do Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, and I'm done with 18, and then I'll start with 19. 19, the pay-per-views is supposed to be Payback, then Extreme Rules, and Money in the Bank. I am skipping Payback and Extreme Rules, and my first ever pay-per-view on 19 will be Money in the Bank. That is 3 months, 12 weeks of build. I think I'm going to do it that way. I think building towards something will be a lot better in the long run than just doing a pay-per-view every month. Now, I'm not going to lie. I might have 2 or 3 pay-per-views together really quick, but I'm going to have 7 pay-per-views together instead of the 12. I was going to do 8, but I skipped. I was like, I don't need that. So I wanted to do 7. It'll be Money in the Bank, which will be 12 weeks into TKW next go around. Will be my first pay-per-view. I'll skip Battleground. Then it'll be SummerSlam. SummerSlam will be actually my second pay-per-view. That's crazy. My second pay-per-view. Skip Clash of Champions. No Mercy, third pay-per-view. That will be that'll be a 2-month, 8 weeks build. Survivor Series is right after that, so it'll be just a regular, like I did for 18. Every month will be pay-per-view. That will be that. Skip TLC like I'm doing this go around for 18. And then Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania in a row. Only makes sense because that's the road to WrestleMania. Got to happen. So that's the 7 pay-per-views and how the schedule's going to be. So I'm quite interested to see how it'll work, but I think it'll work even better because I get to build onto the storylines and everything a lot better than I would with a pay-per-view like BAM. But back to the WWE news. Looks like Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns is going to main event Extreme Rules. It's came out for a couple of days, but it's came out recently today, big time on that most likely it's going to main event the pay-per-view. And some officials backstage are really against it, and I'm glad they have stepped up to that because there's no reason for it to main event. But I just wanted to throw that out there quick. I'm not going to talk about it much. News on Daniel Bryan for SummerSlam. Listen to this. He is supposed to face either The Miz, which makes sense. They can have their first bout at SummerSlam, then their second bout later on, probably at WrestleMania or something like that. Or Kane. I really don't want to see Kane versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. I really don't. It's hard enough to see Kane in 2018 in a championship match. I don't care if it's a tag team. Kane is one of my all-time favorites, but look, the man is old. Let him do his mayor stuff and ride to the sunset. I do not want to see him versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam in a one-on-one match. I'd rather see Miz Bryan first time at SummerSlam, and then we could have it at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship if that's something they want to do. I don't want to see Kane and Daniel Bryan, to be honest. That's just all I got on it. And the last story of this TKP Extra, Dean Ambrose. I know if you've ever heard me talk about Dean, I've talked, more negative than positive about him. Unfortunately, he, when he got injured and everything, but he is not going to be back for SummerSlam, guys. There's been word they're trying to do that. It's not going to happen. And it seems more and more likely Ziggler and Rollins is somehow going to end in a draw or something. Because I think they're going to go at it at SummerSlam again. Dean Ambrose likely should be back after SummerSlam sometime in September from reports. What I think about this, wait till SummerSlam, after SummerSlam. That's fine. If he does return, it should be a heel Ambrose for sure. Maybe I was too hard on Ambrose, but his face corny stuff just does not mix in that well with what he can do, honestly. That's just my opinion. But that's some Dean Ambrose news. September, he's supposed to be back. Jason Jordan has been cleared for months now, from what I hear, so. But, New Japan and Ring of Honor G1 SuperCard special and MSG on WrestleMania weekend, same day as TakeOver in New York. Very interesting. Very interesting. Good for them. Good for them. But if you enjoyed this TKB Extra, please smash that like button. Comment down below what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? We're on the road to 400. And I want to get to 400 probably here soon because I have been grinding on Universe Mode, getting this podcast back, other stuff, gaming videos and all that. So I hope we can make it to 400 here soon. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time here on the Tyler Keller Show. See you guys.